Hello and welcome to this session where we will demonstrate the latest ServiceNow Gen AI tools designed to accelerate your development process. While Code Assist and Flow Generation were introduced already in the Vancouver release, we are very excited to showcase the 3 new features from our latest Washington, D.C. release. I'm speaking about Catalog Generation, Playbook Generation, and App Generation. Once you will have activated with a simple push of a button these 5 capabilities, the new NowAssist side panel will give you the option to create an app. Let's ask, for example, to create a new application to manage the VIP visitor parking that you just opened. What do we want to create? We want to create an application to track the VIP visitor parking request. It's asking me to provide more information about it, but what I can do is to actually suggest these fields that he wants me to provide. I can use the entire AI power to accelerate my development. Here, he's telling me that he's suggesting the visitor name, company, car model, car registration model, date and time. That sounds just perfect. Now he's asking me if he wants to create a form for it. For sure. And can we allow these users to update or delete their parking requests? Not delete, but update only. And here we are. It's summarizing the form, the application that I'm requesting and asking me if I want to change stuff or simply generate the app. And yes, I will ask to generate this application. It will take a few seconds where it will show me all the data structure that the system will be creating, the roles that we have requested, the forms with which we will interact with this application, and best of all, how we can move ahead with this application. And here we are. My application has been already created, but not only it's there in the system, but it's available already in our low-code capability in ServiceNow called App Engine Studio, where we can see that the table is here, the record processor, so the experience to interact with this application has been created together with the roles and the security for this application. But what if you don't need to create a brand new application, but just to create a simple new catalog item? Yes, that's correct. Now the catalog builder has been empowered with Gen AI. Simply describe the item that you are looking to build and it will generate all its content for you. Let's take another example. Let's capture the detail for a new event request that your colleague wants to generate a form for. In this example, I will ask to create an event request that capture all the detail. Event name, event description, event date, event time, the estimated number of items there, and the location. But not only I want to describe the question, but as well the security on it. For example, event name should be mandatory. And I can even go further. I can ask for the estimated number of items there should actually be a drop-down with 3 choices, less than 10, between 10 and 50, 50 and 100, and actually a 4th option, more than 100. Once I've done that, I simply have to click on Generate with NowAssist, and it will generate the record producer or catalog item for me. It will not only create the questions, but as well the automation and information behind it. So for example, you remember, I asked the name of the event to be mandatory. We remember that we had a choice list for the number of attendees with 4 options: less than 10, 10 to 50, 50 to 100, and more than 100. And obviously, all of this can be next continued with normal development, but the catalog generation will allow you to really accelerate the creation and maintenance of all these record producers and catalog items. Now that we saw how to create an end user form very easily, what if I was telling you that you can actually generate the process that is triggered with the same simplicity? And yes, you guessed it. Now the Playbook Builder is including AI. We can simply describe your playbook, so the step in your process, for example, in the event management that we just saw before, and it will generate it for you. And here, for example, I documented all the steps for an event to happen. Let me make this field a little bit bigger, and here we are. I have 8 steps in it with all some actions to be done. And I will just simply call event management creation. And it will build and produce a playbook for me. Obviously, we'll be able to next extend using our classic playbook component, but you can see how faster this playbook is generated compared to me to basically create every single action manually. Here we are. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps that I was explaining before. And from now, I can simply go and review these actions to maybe add some automation, some approvals, or whatever you are looking for. But what if you need to run more sophisticated automation? Yes, you guessed it again. Now the flow generator is available for any new flow. Let's say, for example, that we want every time that a new VIP parking request has been created, to, if it has been approved, to create a new allocation task, while if it has been rejected, to add a note for the receptionist to know that we need to review the request. The same way, I just have to prompt my flow, give it a name, VIP parking approval, and here we are. I am in my VIP scope, and it will generate this flow for me. Again, you have the power to accept it, to discard it, or to simply continue developing in it. So as you can see, it created the right flow. We can switch view to even go and see a little bit more detail. But yes, the information is here already. And for the pro developer that are here in the session today, let me introduce you to code generation. That's one of the first Gen AI capabilities that we have developed on the ServiceNow platform, got even better. Let's say that, for example, you need to create a script in order to do something complicated that is not possible to do with low-code. For example, here, we want to count the number of parking requests that were rejected in the past month. And if it is more than the month before, we want to create an event to generate an automatic notification. I don't need to generate codes anymore. I can request the system to suggest some codes, have a look at it. By clicking on tab, I'm accessing this code, and again, I can next continue and edit the code, still using AI. So here we are. We presented to you today the latest features of our NowAssist for Creator product, but be reassured that there is way more to come, so stay tuned.